What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another electric skateboard video. My name is Scott Davies and today we are looking at the Yeeplay. The Yeeplay M2S is the latest offering from this company and it's gone through a few little upgrades. So today we're going to ride it, we're going to see how well it performs, and then we'll talk about its features, benefits, costs and so on. So let's cut to some footage because I've already been out riding this board and I'm pleasantly surprised. It goes for a $399 skateboard. It goes really well. It carves nicely. The deck is really lovely, so there's not much flex to it. There's a little bit, but not too much. It's 8 layers of Canadian maple. But it's got this amazing, one of the most concave decks I've seen. You can see the lips on there. Let me just try to get it up there for you. Like, it's got a really nice, it just locks your feet into position beautifully. The handle, I'm not a big fan of handles on electric skateboards. For these boards it's okay because it's not that heavy that it's uncomfortable to carry. This is like 7.8 kilos I think, and it's nicely balanced, so if you hold it there it's not like falling backwards or forwards or anything like that. These motors, these rear hub motors, the other thing I want to point out, I'm not sure of the watts. I've just reached out to the company to find out. They feel like quite standard, so they feel around the 250, 300 mark. But you might have seen last week I reviewed the, last week or the week before, I reviewed the Meepo Mini 2 ER. And this particular board has done what I wish the Meepo had done and put a slightly fatter urethanes on it. So you can see there, it's got a good, I don't know, 60 mil of urethane wrapped around those hub motors, which does two things. It makes the ride a little bit softer. Being hubs, it's, you know, we know it's not going to be perfect, but it also protects those motors, so the outer rim doesn't get all dinged up and chipped from the road. Because, you know, if you're on quite thin urethanes and you're hitting some bumps or cracks and so on, it starts to chip away at the bolts and so on. But anyway, big plus for that board. Again, for $399, very, very happy. What else can we say about it? So it's been upgraded, so it's got newer cells. I believe the standard battery is LG. Then they have the next one up, which is I think 6.4 amp hours, which are Samsung cells, and then they have the big battery, which is like 8 amp hours, which is Sanyo. So they've upgraded the batteries to have much better cells. A replaceable PU, and all in all, just a nice little board. I mean, this board is not going to suit everybody. Let's call a spade a spade. You know, if you're a boosted rider, a Evolve rider, or you're a DIYer, we know you guys love your speed and your range. You know, this is not for you. This is an entry-level skateboard specifically designed for someone who probably wants to get into the sport, someone getting around school. It could even be someone who does have a boosted, but they want a second board to get around campus or to shoot down to the shops on. This is a really, for $399, I'm really impressed. As I mentioned, well, I might not have mentioned, I've got a couple other $399 boards coming. It'll be really interesting to see the difference of what you can get. This has got the upgraded Lingy-esque, so it's not the most recent one, but it's still, I think, one model back, so it's probably the V2.5, 2.7. Still has the 4 modes of adjustable brakes, the 4 speed modes. The brakes you can actually feel changing when you adjust them, which is a really big plus. Again, some of the older Hobbywings, the most recent Hobbywing is fine. I love the brakes on the most recent Hobbywing, which is the V3, I believe. But anything before that, the brakes were just useless. They were just horrible and too soft. This is actually my preferred ESC at the moment. Not this particular one, the latest Lingy, but this Lingy-esque is also not bad at all. It's the brakes aren't jerky, the acceleration is good. It's got the good low range torque. It's a little bit lacking in the mid range, but again the high range is pretty good. You would have seen, we'll show you the speed test here. Okay guys, so here we go with the top speed test. We've got pretty much full battery. I think we're probably on about 95%. Top speed mode. We're gonna come down my usual street here and see what we can achieve. I've got the phone running in my pocket, so we'll see see what top speed we achieve. This is about a 250 meter long street. I've got the brakes set to the 3rd setting. I don't know on the 4th. The 4th is quite aggressive. So yeah, let's see how we go. As I mentioned, top speed mode. Here we go. Pickup is really smooth for a Lingy. So there we go. The trucks are a little bit loose, but we should be okay. Alright. Okay, yeah, this thing is pretty fast. I think we're not quite hitting the 40 though. Okay. Let's have a look at what we just got. It was very smooth, no speed wobbles at all, which is a nice change. The trucks come set up quite beautifully. Just going to show you the board. It's a really, really nice looking board. It's quite pretty, if that's a word we can use. Right, let me just check the speed and we will talk in a second. We actually hit, I think it's 38.2. They have an advertised top speed of 40, but again, with me being not the smallest person in the world, 98 kilos I think at the moment, 97.8 I think yesterday. I think 38.2 is more than respectable, you know, to get me along that road at that speed. And, you know, and it cruised beautifully. There were no speed wobbles. There was no sketchiness, like it didn't feel like I was going to lose control at any time. No connection, no disconnection issues. Connect straight away. So yeah, for $3.99, it's a good buy. It's a fun board to have in your quiver in the boot. What else can I say? Good little board. Okay guys, so let's end the video there. I'm going to cut some final footage of the Yeeplay M2S. If you've got any questions or comments, please chuck them down below. Just a reminder that it's now $3.99 with $50 off, so $3.49. I'll put the code, the discount code below. And if you've got any questions, either contact me or just go directly to the company around shipping costs and so on. I know the shipping is free for most. I think it's 46 countries, but there are the odd ones out there like the Philippines where you may have to pay some additional tax. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please please subscribe. I'm really trying to grow the channel at the moment, so if you have any comments or any feedback, I actually appreciate it all. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, and let's build this channel together. So until the next video guys, please remember, always wear a helmet, skate safe, and we will catch you on the flip side. Thank you.